So after that objection, I want to hear about it, though. It's odd. It's an odd fiery planet. It is so close to its star and so large that it is triggering tremendous plasma tides on the star. These powerful tides are in turn warping the planet's zippy less than a day orbit around its star. The result, an ever closer tango of death, with the planet eventually spiraling into the star. Okay, well, I'm starting to not want to talk about death, but anyway, it's a slow death. But anyway, it's a planet that is decided to go into the star. Is that what it sounds like to you, Ginger? Ginger's going to help me a lot through this next week. Okay. The planet WASP-18b has maybe 1 million years to live, said planet discoverer Cole Heller, a professor of astrophysics at the Keele University in England. Heller's report on the suicidal planet is in Thursday's issue of the journal Nature. It's causing its own destruction by creating these tides, Heller said. The star is called WASP-18. Well, they call them WASP because I think it's the Wide Angle Search for Planets, and it's in the United Kingdom somewhere. And they have 17 now. Of course, they've got 18. The star is called WASP-18, and the planet is WASP-18b because of the Wide Angle Search for Planets team that found them. The planet circles a star that is in the constellation Phoenix and is about 325 light years away from Earth, which means it is in our galactic neighborhood. A light year is about 5.8 trillion miles. Just to walk across the road, huh? Duh. Okay. The planet is 1 million miles from its star. 1/50th of the distance between Earth and the Sun, our star. And because of that, the temperature is about 3,800 degrees. That particular planet. Its size, 10 times bigger than Jupiter, and its proximity to its star make it likely to die, Heller said. Think of how the distant moon pulls Earth's oceans to form twice daily tides. The effect the odd planet has on its star is thousands of times stronger, Heller said. The star's tidal bulge of plasma may extend hundreds of miles, he said. Like most planets outside our solar system, this planet was not seen directly by a telescope. Astronomers found it by seeing dips in light from the star every time the planet came between the star and Earth, which is where we were looking from, I guess. So far, astronomers have found more than 370 planets outside the solar system. 370 planets have been found at this moment. What day are we on? Are we in August? They never put the date on here. Anyway, we're somewhere. Okay. Okay, so far astronomers have found more than 370 planets. More than 370, not exactly. This one is yet another weird one in the exoplanet menagerie, said planet specialist Alan Boss of the Carnegie Institute of Washington. Hello, Alan. It's so unusual to find a suicidal planet. I wish they wouldn't call it that, you know, but I mean, this is the press. Okay. The University of Maryland astronomer Douglas Hamilton questioned whether there was another explanation. While it is likely that this is a suicidal planet, Hamilton said it is also possible that some basic physics calculations that all astronomers rely on could be dead wrong. Okay, well, we'll find out someday. The answer will become apparent in less than a decade if the planet seems to be further in the spiral, he said. So it's going to be inside the sun. Let it, if that's its karma. Okay, the top stories Kennedy called a singular figure in American life. New home sales surged 9.6% in July, beating forecasts. Powerful Iraqi Shiite leader dies in Iran. Karzai widens lead in Afghan vote count. Cash for clunkers generates 700K new car sales. That's pretty. What? 700,000? CIA memo details procedures for breaking detainees. And something governor asks embattled somebody to resign. Can't read it. It's too small. Okay, so Space Shuttle didn't go up again last night, did it? And they said it might just go, they were working and they have to keep an upbeat attitude because they have all those cameras at the NASA station, you know, guys walk by, they just wave. I woke up like at 3 a.m. and first thing I did is turn the NASA channel on to see if, because I figured I'd missed it. And it showed them taking the astronauts out of their suits that they were trying to put the suits on, but at this last attempt, they didn't get to the T-9 minutes section. They weren't even in the shuttle. There is a valve problem, and they hope to get it fixed by Friday. Other news, robotic fish could patrol waterways. Monkeys born from eggs that got DNA transplant. South Korea, they lost their satellite after the launch, says officials. A satellite launched by South Korea's first space rocket is thought to have burnt up in the Earth's atmosphere after missing its designated orbit. I think we're in Mercury retrograde. If not, we have to invent a new category for this kind of, for all the glitches that I've been noting, but it may just be glitch time for me. It may be my karma. Ancient bird feathers had iridescent glow. Nanostructures preserved in feather fossils more than 40 million years old show evidence that those feathers were once vivid and iridescent in color, paleontologists say. Nation's weather. Active weather was forecast to sweep through the central and northern plains and move into the Mississippi River Valley on Tuesday. I think that we're a little bit behind on that. Hey, what? Yahoo News. But they leave the stories up for a while because, you know, you get around to it eventually and you might want to hear about it. Did I get to the part where a bear climbs a ladder to escape a Colorado skate park? This is in Snowmass, Colorado. This came in through the Associated Press 52 minutes ago. A bear that wandered into a sunken skateboards park and got stuck was rescued when officials lowered a ladder so it could climb out. That was nice. I mean, after the bear climbed out, then what? I didn't read the full story. Oh, a drunk man was found at a grocery store eating avocados. Now, it just got reported on. I don't know. It just seems ordinary, but they put it on the odd news page. And avocados are good for you. Maybe he was craving avocados. Maybe he didn't have any money. Oh, here's New York City's skinniest house has fat price tag of $2.7 million. There was a picture showing it. It doesn't show here, but I saw. It is kind of a squish. It's very skinny. You know, there's all these buildings and there, this little skinny thing.